What's up, guys? David Mckinzie here on the Voice of Boise show, and today my guest is Cedric Wilson, wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. There's a lot of receivers who say they can throw, and they can't throw. They can't throw. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, man. So, those of you who don't know, this is Cedric Wilson, wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. Me and Seth played together at Boise State, and right here, I always got last time I had the Beatles album, I had my Frank Sinatra, the Blue album. We were talking about blue. We both bleed blue. It's gonna be a good episode. So, Seth, tell me, man, how have you been? What's new? How's the off season? How's things flowing?
Life is good. Still in it. Hey, past the 3-year mark in the league, man. I'm still going. Working out, grinding. Each offseason is a little different.
Sure.
This one definitely a little more break time. This was a long past season, but we fought hard, but it was a brutal one.
For sure.
But it's good to get back out there. We just started running routes, just started lifting again. Everybody's getting back in the facility, and brotherhood's about to start.
See, I'm excited for that, and that's one thing I wanted to ask you too, man. Is a couple seasons ago how you had the injury, couldn't compete, couldn't whatever, and now last season being a year where kind of that breakout year, where knowing you did some of the things that you knew you always could do. Take me through how that process was of persevering through that lower season, but then last season having that breakout of showing people, hey, look, I am here for a reason.
Yeah, it was. I always tie it back to the work. I feel like I didn't work as hard as I should have going into my second year, coming off of my shoulder injury, and then again the next year after that. We were grinding every day at Dak's house, throwing, catching the ball.
Sure.
So when it got into the season, it felt like it's what we've been doing for months. And then, I feel like this coaching staff gave me the opportunity to go out there and make plays that I knew I could make, because obviously I made them at the collegiate level. And once I made the plays, I was like, it was a small satisfaction, but it was definitely good to feel the hard work paying off.
So you are saying that you felt a difference in work ethic in that time where you were kind of hurt. You kind of put more, I would say, more process into your routine. I'm saying.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it was. I wasn't just working out. I was working out with purpose, intent. I was thinking about stuff while I was doing it. And when you take that next notch of working out, in this case, and mix it with what's gonna happen, then you're gonna have some good results.
Tell me a little bit about how important, Boise State was of, just blossoming through your college career and kind of that journey up to that with the JUCO and all of that.
Right. I'm sure most of us that played college football, when we were in high school, we thought we was going to be Randy Moss. We thought we was going to be everybody. Like, we thought we was going to be the next. And then, that was probably my first humbling experience, going to junior college, like ending senior year of football, not having any offers.
That's different. JUCO, that's a different experience.
Oh, yeah, that's a big difference. But, even the phone call that I got going to junior college, wasn't a blessing. I'm talking about I feel like I got drafted getting called about JUCO.
Right.
So as soon as I got there, and then when you reach a new part of life, and then you kind of start getting like, I'm used to this.
Absolutely.
It's like you forgot where you just were at. So then when I'm at JUCO getting used to the process, then Boise calls. I feel like I got drafted again. I'm like, hold on, it's the next level. And then coming to the blue, I never really got tired of Boise, because being JUCO to come and see Boise State.
Absolutely.
But once I got to Boise State, you go through the routine. Your days are gonna start ticking. But it's like, all right, now what's next? Now I got a draft day call. So it's like I'm working hard, and I'm seeing my hard work pay off. So, and my first touchdown, I got 2 actually versus the Seahawks.
Right.
It felt like I was like, okay, so I did work hard, but let's see how hard I can work this offseason to see what I got now.
Absolutely. And see, this is cool. You're going kind of in each level to know that you have to continue to increase the level of work ethic and drive no matter what. And that just doesn't apply to football or sports. That applies to business and what you're doing. And where I remember Magic Johnson saying, at one point people could talk to him when he had the smaller deals, but he goes, now he's in $100 million, $200 million deals. He goes, he can't talk to the same people because the work ethic is at another level now. And that's what you're kind of saying. So kind of take me through too, man, as well. Like you've always, one thing I do appreciate about you is always have a great humble spirit about you, and always a good team guy. So where did that humbleness come from? Though people don't know, your dad was in the NFL as well too. Where did that kind of humility, work ethic, drive where was that instilled?
I mean, I give it to both of my parents, two different ways. I'll start with my dad, obviously, because I mean he played in the league, so I was around it. So I got to see it at a young age, not really understanding it, and then going to school and all my friends understanding what my dad does. But in my eyes, I'm like, that's just my dad. So seeing him go through it, and now like really having flashbacks now, like, whoa, I'm going through it. Like that's crazy. And there's certain things that he was telling me, like, you'll never listen to me, and now I'm like, right now I understand. So that was like just be humble, because where you're going or where you've been, somebody's already been there. So you need to watch that person that just went through it.
For sure.
And I mean that's where you get your role models from and all that. And then I mean go back to my mom. We didn't have everything we needed. We had everything. I mean we had everything we needed. We didn't have everything things we wanted. But I mean, I remember one thing she always told me. I remember one thing she told me. I don't remember when it was, but I was younger. She was like, "We don't need it. I mean, we don't have it. We don't need it." So I'm like, okay. I don't never want to not get anything I don't want.
For sure.
I want to work every day so I can have everything I need and what I want.
Totally, man.
And that's just what I've been.
So I mean, with that dynamic growing up like that, was there a time that you knew? I mean, with your dad, you know, your dad played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, played with Ben Roethlisberger. Was he on that Super Bowl team?
05. I was there.
They killed Seattle.
Pittsburgh to Detroit.
For sure, the buzz. Was there a knowing for you at a young age that you knew your calling? You knew I wanted to. You were like, I know I want to play sports professionally. This is what I want to do. Or was it another sport that you were getting? Because I know you did a lot of different sports in Tennessee that you were good at. So was it football always?
I mean, now that I think back on it, I feel like, you know, I can explain it as like, you know, like the little steps they put in the gravel.
For sure.
Like that was always my steps that I was taking, even though I was trying to go somewhere else. Like I wanted to play baseball so bad. That was my dream and my love. But I kept getting knocked back to my path. And I mean, this is my path.
For sure.
So after JUCO, I was like, okay, this is what I got to do. So now it's time to focus all your mentals on that.
For sure. So you've been fortunate to have, playing at Boise State, being a part of good culture, good leaders, good coaches. How was that also too? I mean, being the Dallas Cowboys, not only a good culture, but having a good leader in Dak Prescott.
Oh yeah, I mean that's where it starts. I mean, it's your quarterback, and he's a leader. I mean, on and off the field, he's going to be a guy that does it the right way, and not just for the show, not just for the cameras, but he's a good dude. Texting us, inviting us for food, inviting us just to hang out and kick it.
That's awesome.
But when he's in the building, he's going to expect the best out of you, whether he's getting on you or congratulating you. He's going to get the best out of you, and I think that trickles down from the coaches, because obviously we're all adults now playing the game.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But a coach going you're still a man playing a kid's game, so sometimes you need to be snapped back into it.
For sure.
But I think he's a great leader. And McCarthy is our head coach, is a great leader, and the coaches under him. And I think we're going to be a pretty good team.
I like that, man. Now, one thing else I want to add too is there a moment that sticks out to you from last year? I mean, like you said, this was a good year for you in the league. Is there a moment this year that you were like, man, this was exciting, hard work paying off, man, I felt good after this play or after this moment while you were playing?
Probably when I threw Dak the touchdown.
Yeah, that was dope.
Probably when I threw it, because, I mean, catch a touchdown, like, you know how I feel, like you catch a touchdown, run it in, like you're like, oh, okay, it's hype. And especially this year was no fans, so there was no one yelling. I was like, I just ran in there in practice. But when I threw him the touchdown at home, and we had like 50% capacity. Yeah. So when I threw it, I was like, okay, that felt like I was back to playing ball. For sure. But so yeah, that was good. And then
because as we both know, playing at Boise State, there's a lot of receivers who say they can throw, and they can't throw. They can't throw.
But
okay,
got it done.
I think to close, my closing question is, what would be an asset or thing that you are looking forward to in your career? Last year you had a good breakout year. What's kind of that next step, that next goal on the field and off the field?
I mean, I don't really share my goals because I feel like they're personal. You write them to yourself. It's kind of like wishing on a star.
Okay.
So, but I mean, it's to set myself up for 2022. That's all I can put it.
Okay.
Like that. So I feel like this beginning of this time is to set me up for next year. Now, off the field, goals are, I mean, become a better man, become a better father, become a better spouse, become a better whatever I need to be, a son, just become better at everything that I'm doing. Because I mean, I feel like I've had a great life, so I feel like I am on the right path. So I just got to keep adding positive things to it and trying to do it the right way, the best I can.
I love it, brother. Hey, I love it. Spitting facts. Once again, my man Cedric Wilson, wide receiver of the Dallas Cowboys, Voice of Boise show, and that's a wrap.